This is my reflection video for this next week that we just had class on Monday for. First off, on the reflection, I want to start talking about our lightning talks, which were really cool. A lot of people did a lot of different things for it, which I think was great. Hopefully we got the gist of it. I think the instructions initially were kind of confusing, but it seemed like everyone got it. I really like seeing what everyone else came up with as their big data. I spent about half an hour, 10 minutes honestly doing the exercise, another half hour after that, just thinking like, what else do I do on my phone, on the internet, anything online, where is data about me? And there's so much that I missed and didn't even think about the first time I went through it, when I thought I'd pretty much exhausted all possible options. So that was really cool. It's just, being the paranoid sense, it's really, really interesting to see how much data there actually is out there for everyone. From small things to like going shopping at King Soopers and using a King Soopers card, to having your buying history on Amazon.com or everything you post on Facebook. It'd be interesting to see, using maybe not the most legitimate sources, what you could actually get on someone if you put a little bit of effort into it. See what you can dig up on someone. I'm sure that exists for certain things like the president and stuff, but other than that, like I said in class, I'm not too worried about all my data being out there, because I'm just one person and I have nothing to hide, so that's fine. Next, the visualization that we looked at was really cool. The meteorites, super interesting. I'd love seeing those. I think the visualizations are definitely a little bit more interesting than the presentations. The presentation on Pig was very good, but all of them are a little bit dull, just because it's hard to explain a system versus looking at something and that's visual and cool to look at. So Pig, the presentation was great. Visualization, even better. I especially like those because those really get the class discussion going, and people start nitpicking it, picking different pieces of it out, talking about it, and really getting a good dialogue going. Everyone's obviously way more engaged during those than the other presentations, which is too bad, but that's just the way it is. And I'm super excited to do my visualization presentation. I think I have a really good one. Still need to talk to the professor about it to see if it would actually work, because it's not exactly what we've been looking at before, but hopefully it would work, and I think it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to that. And finally, Data Wrangler, which was the last thing we really talked about. Interesting. Overall, I think the entire class felt the same way. Better than Mini Eyes, but confusing. I think a lack of distaste for it actually came from the fact that there wasn't a great tutorial, or at least not a tutorial posted. I did a simple search and found an awesome tutorial that taught me how to do everything, but it seemed like a lot of the class didn't even look for that, and there was nothing in the link. So what am I supposed to do? How do I solve this? I don't have basic problem solving skills. No offense to anyone in the class, because it really was not intuitive, but I think a lot of the problem could have been fixed by a little bit of searching, which is never that hard. Overall, I kind of like the system. I'd potentially consider using it if I had a huge spreadsheet of data that I needed to manipulate in a certain way. I'm really glad we looked at it as a whole, just like even if I never use it, it's in the back of my mind. I know it exists now, and if I never need it for some odd reason, I know it's there. I know it's pretty easy to use. I could teach someone how to use it really quickly. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing, but with probably an hour of work, you can figure out whatever you need to do on that, so that's fine. So that's my overall thought on Data Wrangler, excuse me. And that's pretty much it. I'm super excited for the debate next week. I'm really glad I got on the pro side of giving all the information out, because that's the way I feel. I could argue both sides, but I'm really interested to see how the debate turns out, just because debates are fun. So until next Monday, that's it.